with you.
No more sentiment, no more deceit. Pick the ones we get that, we get mine, we get dream. Make Nigeria rise, make Nigeria heal. Yeah. This time, my people.
The future of our communities begins with informed choices.
As the 2026 FCT Area Council elections draw closer,
The New Direction Movement, in partnership with KAFTAN TV and Inspire Nigeria Initiative, presents
30 days countdown to the FCT Area Council elections.
join us every day at 6 p.m. on KAFTAN TV as we engage candidates for councillor and area council chairman.
asking the questions that matter on vision, mission, leadership, programs, accountability, development, and so on.
Join us as we drill the candidates.
Elections into the FCT area councils are coming, but are you informed? The New Direction Movement, in partnership with KAFTAN TV, presents a 30-day countdown to the FCT area council elections. Meet the candidates, hear their plans, examine their vision, assess their capacity to lead. From councillors to chairmen, one platform, one people, one purpose. Because leadership matters.
In the beginning, God created a beautiful world.
Elections into the FCT area councils are coming, but are you informed? The New Direction Movement, in partnership with KAFTAN TV, presents a 30-day countdown to the FCT area council elections. Meet the candidates, hear their plans, examine their vision, assess their capacity to lead. From councillors to chairmen, one platform, one people, one purpose. Because leadership matters. Elections into the FCT area councils are coming, but are you informed? The New Direction Movement, in partnership with KAFTAN TV, presents a 30-day countdown to the FCT area council elections. Meet the candidates, hear their plans, examine their vision, assess their capacity to lead. From councillors to chairmen, one platform, one people, one purpose. Because leadership matters. Elections into the FCT area councils are coming, but are you informed? The New Direction Movement, in partnership with KAFTAN TV, presents a 30-day countdown to the FCT area council elections. Meet the candidates, hear their plans, examine their vision, assess their capacity to lead. From councillors to chairmen, one platform, one people, one purpose. Because leadership matters. Elections into the FCT area councils are coming, but are you informed? The New Direction Movement, in partnership with KAFTAN TV, presents a 30-day countdown to the FCT area council elections. Meet the candidates, hear their plans, examine their vision, assess their capacity to lead. From councillors to chairmen, one platform, one people, one purpose. Because leadership matters. Elections into the FCT area councils are coming.
And address grassroots development in FCT. Call in live to ask questions on 08029 38365.
Follow us live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X.
30 days countdown only on KAFTAN TV.
A new direction for leadership begins with you.
No more sentiment, no more deceit. Pick the ones we get heart, we get mind, we get dream. Make Nigeria rise, make Nigeria heal. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This time, my people.
The future of our communities begins with informed choices.
As the 2026 FCT Area Council elections draw closer,
The New Direction Movement, in partnership with KAFTAN TV and Inspire Nigeria Initiative, presents
30 days countdown to the FCT Area Council elections.
join us every day at 6 p.m. on KAFTAN TV as we engage candidates for councillor and area council chairman.
asking the questions that matter on vision, mission, leadership, programs, accountability, development, and so on.
Join us as we drill the candidates and address grassroots development in FCT. Call in live to ask questions on 08029 38365.
Follow us live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X.
30 days countdown only on KAFTAN TV.
A new direction for leadership begins with you.
It's 29 days to the FCT Area Council Elections 2026. And I'm delighted to welcome you to calm down to the election. My name is OLANREWAJU, your host. And today we have with us in the studio another interesting candidate that is contesting on the platform of one of the political parties. I will introduce him shortly. But before I introduce him, I want to interact with you. I have in my hands the national documents that the government of Nigeria give to the people. I have here the national ID card. For me and my entire family, it's still in paper form. So don't be surprised that I'm showing you paper. I have also the driver's license. You cannot drive in Nigeria unless you have a driver's license. It will be very illegal for you to be driving without a driver's license.
That's correct.
We also have the voter's card. The voter's card is very, very important also. And then we have the national passport. Now, let's look at them in the order of importance. The national identity card is almost becoming what we cannot do without. You can't do banking going forward without your national ID card because that number is almost becoming you. And the way government is trying to do things now, there's virtually nothing you may be able to do going forward without your national identity card. So this is very, very important. From birth, you need this. And you may not be able to do a lot of things if you don't have it going forward. The most important one after the national identity card is the voter's card. The voter's card is very, very important for every Nigerian to have, particularly once you are from 18 years and above.
Yes, that's correct.
18 years and above. A lot of people pride in national, the international passport beyond voter's card. Okay, there are countries that people live from the time they live to the time they die. Maybe they die at the age of 80, they never travel out of the country. But they will need to vote. They will need to vote their leaders. And then the driver's license. Some people live and die without even owning a car or driving cars. Owning a car is no longer a sign of prosperity in many countries. You know, if the transport system is working very well, you may not even need a car. You may not need to have a driver's license. But this is very important if you are a patriot, if you are a citizen, a good citizen, and you are a good citizen and you want to exercise your right of choosing your leaders. But sadly, a lot of people just collected this for collecting sake, and they have never used it. They have never used it. And again, there are millions of Nigerians who are of voting age.
It's true, sir.
From 18 and above, and they are not interested in the voter's card.
That's correct.
So if you are not interested in the voter's card, you are simply showing that you don't care much about your country.
Exactly.
And when you are complaining that things are not working, particularly if you are 18 years and above, if you are 18 years and below, you are pardoned.
Yeah,
but if you are 18 years above and you don't have a voter's card, or you have it and you don't use it, then you don't really care about your country.
That's
You
correct.
don't really love your country.
That's
And you
correct.
cannot boast that you are a patriot.
That's correct,
So
sir.
as we are doing countdown towards the FCT area council election, which is going to be the first election in the life of the, the new IMEC, every Nigerian must begin to look for their voters card wherever they have tucked it away and bring it out, and then begin to look for the candidate they will use it to vote for. In this coming election for FCT, and then the national election that is coming. And if you don't have at all, you need to just go to the nearest INEC office to you and get one, because this is your voice. This is what helps you to choose good leaders. And some people say, okay, I'm not interested because the leaders that we have voted for before, the votes do not count. If we do some people have an argument. They said if you fall down on top of the horse that is supposed to take you on the journey, what do? You climb it again. So if you have voted before and you felt that your vote did not count, it may be because we didn't do all the things that we needed to do to make our vote to count. For example, when you finish voting,
you stay behind.
Stay behind. Make sure that you know what happened to that vote, and then select representative that will follow the vote from the polling unit to the collation center, from the ward to the area council, all the way to the top. And then there's no magic that anybody can do, because if we vote and we make it count at the polling unit, and we have the evidence of the total tabulation of votes with us, and then when we aggregate all the vote for a candidate in all the polling units, even before I declare the result, you can know your result, and then you can be able to nip rigging in the board. Rigging is not that magical that we cannot be able to deal with. But the reason is that we have allowed politicians to push us away and to make us not to use our voters card for those who have it, and not to be interested for those who do not have it. So we are urging you, as our intro for this particular edition of this program, if you're a Nigerian that does not have a voter's card, go and get one. Because on the 21st of February 2026, we are going to choose our councillors and area council chairman in FCT. And then there's bigger election coming up for the president, for the senators, for the honorables, and then for the governors and the State House of Assembly in February 2027. So proper preparation prevents poor planning. If we want to have a good country that works, let's start preparing by becoming politically aware, understand the importance of voters card, and then use it to vote out candidates that are not working for us, and to vote in candidates that are working for us. So on that note, I want to introduce to you the AMAC chairmanship candidate for the People Redemption Party, PRP.
Yes, PRP.
The candidate that wants to become the chairman for the Abuja Municipal Area Council, Mr. Stephen SHIMAKAHA B.
Correct.
Did I call the name well?
Yeah, you got it.
Please help me say it to the people, let them know you.
My name is Stephen SHIMAKAHA B.
Okay, so
yes,
your camera is here.
Yes.
So, Mr. Stephen, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
How is the contest?
We're counting down. It's interesting.
Just 29 days to go.
Yes, 29 days to go, and like yesterday, here it is.
When did you start this process?
Actually, I started early. I started 2 years from now.
Wow.
Yes.
And what are the things you are doing?
Actually, I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a business that I run. I'm into ICT. I provide internet services to schools and to offices and to homes. And I normally come in when it's close to the election, like this. 2016, the same thing I did. 2019,
you have contested before?
Yes.
So this is not your first time?
No, this is not my first time.
Okay, so you are very experienced.
Yes, 2016 I contested. That was the first time I contested, and though I knew I would not win because I was not prepared for it. But I had my 12 councillors, and we ran it till the end.
So you are testing the waters?
Yeah, then I consulted a friend who was actually deep into politics then, so he told me I should take it and run it, that it would do me good. And when I ran it, I now discovered lots of things about politics that even made me to stick to it. So 2019, I was also around. I gave support to 1 or 2 persons. They won. And 2022, I was also around the corner. I also gave the primary ticket to somebody. But after discussing with the person, he wasn't ready to run. So I told myself that that is the last that I will be behind, because so many things are dead that needs to be taken care of.
So many things are dead that needs to be taken care of.
so
We will talk about those ones later. Okay, so what is your motivation? Because you say you used to support people, but now you are coming out. Why are you coming out?
I'm coming out because we can't just keep looking at things and hoping that it will get better. I used to be young, but now I'm old. I used to be a child, but now I'm a father of 3.
And the situation of the environment remains the same.
And the situation of the environment remains the same. And people used to say that if they are going after a fight or a struggle, they used to say it's for the future of the children, as in the children unborn. Fine, it's for the future of the children unborn, but it's firstly to you, because I remember when I was strong, when I could dig ground to make money, do hard jobs, but now I'm growing weaker. So if the country continues like this, in the next 10, 15 years, I'll be weaker. And if the country is not enough, if it's not doing well for my children, who are supposed to give me support, which I'm giving support now, if they are struggling to take care of their own basic needs, then who is going to help me out?
So you are saying it's our duty not only to fix the country for ourselves, but to fix it for our children also.
Yes, we have to fix the future for ourselves first, then our children and children yet unborn.
And you can fix it from anywhere you are. You don't need to fix it as you don't need to get to the presidency or become a governor or senator before you begin to fix it.
Actually, when I actually started 2012, my pursuit was actually to have a set of people that will have the same kind of mindset towards electing a president of their own choice, through voting and through giving support. But you know how God does his thing. During the course of moving around, because I go to the field early, and that was what took me to Mega People's Progressive Party. I went there to tell them that you can't wait for INEC to shoot the gun and you start trying to make it work with the bigger party. You don't have the resources. Now there are so many things you can do within 2 years and get yourself to the people, win their heart, so that when it comes to the time of election, you've already done much. So it was on that note that I was given the first ticket. And God just redirects me to start from the grassroots, which is the best place anyone could start. But we still have the mission. We call it the 724. 772 is actually geared towards the 772 local government world nationwide.
774.
774, thank you, sir. Yes. 774 local government nationwide. So this is just the starting point.
And for FCT is
and thank God the way things works. If you look at the map of Nigeria, FCT and AMAC is like the far middle, the exact midpoint
the
of the
exact
nation.
center point of Nigeria is on Katampe Hill, which falls right inside our in Katampe Hill.
You imagine this
is Katampe,
imagine
the heart of Nigeria.
So it's what we are believing God to do is that it's going to be like a ripple effect. You know, when you throw a stone into a river, you understand, it's the wave goes rippling till it gets to the end. So we are just believing that AMAC is the starting point for us to showcase and to actually make the move which we are in for.
So if things works in AMAC,
yes,
it becomes an inspiration to all the 773 local government that remain.
Yes.
And if things work in AMAC, for example, from the Senate, from House of Rep, it also inspires all the other 36 states.
Yes, what we're looking at doing is that we understand the local government issues in states within governors and INEC and the rest. So, and that's why one of the reasons why we choose to start in FCT, because we trust that INEC will do their best to actually give us a plain level ground for us to actually contest. And
level playing field.
Yeah, level playing field for us to actually contest the election. And the thing is that all we need is just a platform. That's what we're looking at. All we need is just a platform to showcase to Nigerians how life should truly be. You know, there's an adage that says when you tie maybe a sheep or a cock at a particular spot over a period of time, even when you loosen that cock or that sheep, it doesn't feel that it's free anymore or sheep. So that Nigeria has been put in that state. And most things that happen, people look at it as if it's normal. To me, it's not normal. So we're looking at if God helps us, the people chooses to give us their support and give us their votes and make us their chairman, That is just all we need to actually help you see that Nigerian could be far, far better than what it is now.
I'll come back to that. I'll give you a question on that later.
No problem.
But for now, let's talk about your party and yourself. You say you are an entrepreneur.
Yes.
What's your background educationally?
Okay, educationally, I grew up in the barracks, so I jumped from one place to the other during my primary and secondary school.
Your father was a military man?
Yeah, my father is a retired soldier.
Okay.
From Owerri, Ibadan, like that. So I'm a typical Wazobia.
Okay.
I've actually gone almost through the nooks and crannies of Nigeria. So, and I had my HND in computer technology from the Federal Polytechnic of Kwara State.
Okay.
And after which I served in Edo State, Fuga. That was 2007, 2008. And after finished serving, I had to, they held me back because I was the one managing their computer centers.
Okay. As a youth corper?
Yeah, as a youth corper. I was the one doing training, training the most of the indigenes that are coming to learn skills in computer technology and computer repairs and appreciation. So I was the one teaching them on engineering, how to fix systems. So when I finished, they didn't allow me to go. They had to hold me back. I was there for almost 2008, 2009.
What institution did you say the name is?
Federal Polytechnic of
no, where they held you back?
Okay, in Sako.
So
Sako Central.
Okay.
Yes.
Sako.
Sako.
Okay.
Sako.
Okay. What's the name of the organization?
Is it local government?
The local government. Okay, so you served in the local government.
I served in the local
government. And from there you saw how local government
worked? I saw how it is. So I was there, and I was the one taking care of their computer centers, and they held me back. Not until when I decided to go in 2010. I now relocated. I went back to Lagos, then Abuja. So I worked then in Access Solution 2010. I tried doing entrepreneur again. I resigned and then went into the field of entrepreneur. It wasn't easy. I had to still come back and look for a job. I got a job with Royal Power.
Okay.
Then I got married. That was around 2012. I got married and I initiated my political move with a cooperative society called One of People's Cooperative Society. And that was how the whole journey started. 2016, I contested.
So from the beginning, you were impacting people?
Yeah, from the beginning.
Cooperative.
The initiative of the cooperative society, though lots of challenges here and there, it will start today, it will go down tomorrow because of fund and so many other things. But the initiative was to actually bring people together, because I read that cooperative society was one of the ways which developed countries like the US started, and with that they were able to attain freedom and develop their country. So I felt that if I could bring people together,
it was used mightily in Bangladesh and I think in Pakistan.
Wow, that's good.
Yes.
So it was just to bring people together and see how we have same goal, same pursuit. Then using the cooperative society, there should be the design was that we'll be into businesses whereby we can have fun and take care of ourselves, our basic needs, and so that whenever it comes for us to go out for a push, we'll be able to support ourselves financially and also support members that will be needing one or two needs for their family upkeeping.
Okay, so why did you join the People's Redemption Party?
I joined PRP.
This is the party of Balarabe Musa.
Yes.
So one of the old parties in Nigeria.
PRP today is 47 years old.
Older than APC.
Yeah,
older than PDP.
APC is the baby now.
Only SDP is older than PRP.
Maybe
NRC.
NNPP also.
NRC.
Yes, and those are the ones that can. PRP is actually People's Redemption Party is the oldest political party standing as of now. And it's a party that has so much respect for the human.
Okay.
They believe strongly that the human should be put first in everything, in policy making, in decision making, in planning, in whatever you want to do. The human, the citizen must be first of all considered. They are the king, even during election and even after election. I had to go to PRP. I was in YPP 2012.
Okay.
Then I helped a candidate that I met on ground showing interest for the ticket of chairmanship in AMAC to get the ticket. But after that, I confronted him and I asked him one or two questions. We did primary on a Saturday, And on a Sunday, Monday, I met him and we got talking. I asked him, I said, what is your plan about this election that you've gotten the ticket now? How do you want to win it? But the first 1, 2, 3 words he pronounced out of his mouth, I knew he was not going to win. Yeah, so I felt so bad that we're going to go through another 4 years of the kind of leadership.
Looking back now, did you not see that you made a mistake? You have supported him before you knew his capacity.
Yeah, I just came with the mindset that let me just get somebody in. And when he came, he's an Igbo person, and we had some permutations that we feel could work because the Igbo population is large in FCT, in AMAC, and also some other permutations that we made. But you know, his own intention was different. Yeah, he was coming for the ticket for a different thing, which is one of the things that is so common these days. Some people come for popularity, some come because they want to become famous. Some people came just to be called so that they will be called honorable. Yeah, they have so many reasons why they normally run for such. And when I discussed with him, I discovered that he wasn't running to win.
Well, now that you are running, why are you running?
I'm running to win.
Okay, and to win and do what?
I'm running to win and to make life better.
Okay.
Yes, to make life better. Nigeria, you know, the story of Nigeria is like, has become a conversation of daily chit-chat among people sitting here and there. And one of the main reasons why I have to run now is because majority of Nigerians has given up that this country will ever come back. These are people that I converse with. We talk on the street, and they say it will only take miracle for Nigerians to come back. And
Nigerians have become very negative.
Yes, they've in short, I can tell you that more than 60–70% of Nigerians, especially the youth, have given up hope. They don't believe anymore that the country can be restored. And I don't blame them for such, because they've gone through lots. Nigerians have gone through lots. And so we that have the understanding, and God has helped us to have, to give us idea, to give us direction. I feel if I don't come out, I feel guilty. That guilt is always, I feel that guilt whenever I see somebody, I see a child that is supposed to be in a school looking beautiful, or when I see a child not looking good, when I see people talking about unemployment, when I'm in my house trying to rest and the light goes off, I feel so much pain. Like this period now, from February, between February and into March, is always very hot. And I remember, if there's anything that will, though I have an inverter system in my home now.
Because of your...
Yes, but before then, I could remember last year, there was a night my children had to leave their room. We had to bring them into our own room and put them on my matrimonial bed. And I have 3 kids. My wife would fan these children. When she gets tired, she will give it to me. I'll fan. That was how we were doing during that heat period. Because the generator we had, you know, fuel became so expensive, you cannot even say you want to fill your tank and make use of it. And beside that, the noise. But we could not put on the power for 1 or 2 reasons. And as I'm fanning those children, I feel like crying, because I hear what does it take to fix power?
Because you are imagining that this is what many parents are going through, even at this almost on a daily basis.
See, and I it's just the Nigerians, I don't know.
I'm in FCT for
that matter. I used to stay in Karamajiji, a local suburb in Abuja. It was when I was about getting married. My wife said, no, we can't raise our children here because this place is not conducive to raise children. I had to say, okay, since I'm getting married, I have to listen to her, and I'm glad that I did. So we now had to move to an estate. So this thing I'm telling you was even happening in an estate whereby there are spaces around my window to allow for ventilations to come in. So while I was fanning my children and I was sweating profusely, I was imagining the people that were staying in Karamajiji where I left. Because in Karamajiji, these are how the houses are.
The houses are kissing each other.
Yes, you don't even see a space. Yes. No planning, nothing. in short, every space is being competed for by one person to build something there. No planning. So every houses, in short, your windows, some of the houses don't even have window behind. You only have one window at the front. Like the house I was staying, there was no window even at the front and the back. The only way air could come in is either you open the door or you open the window that is by the toilet side. So I was always imagining that how would other people be feeling? How would they sleep? After all the day's work and you come back home, there's no light. So many things.
So this anger, I mean, okay, so I can say that something is propelling you.
So I just feel that this thing is not right.
But when you get there, the comfort of the office, you know, imagine the other day I saw the convoy of the AMAC chairman. You know, if you see the powerful jeep, completely tinted, and almost, 4 vehicles of police, just local government chairman. I said, so will you not get immersed in the comfort, and you will not take care of the people? Just in a minute, answer that question.
No, I will not.
I go on break.
No, I will not, because as I speak to you now, God has been favorable to me. I don't pay hospital bill. Thanks to Obasanjo, the HMO system scheme that was. I don't pay hospital bill. I have in a year. My company produces. The outflow from my company takes care of me. My wife too is well paid. So
okay, so you are in the bucket of the few Nigerians that are enjoying life.
You know, I'm comfortable the way God has helped me. I will not. Nothing will be so much new to me anymore.
We'll come back to that. We are going on break. Great citizens of Abuja and the distinguished ladies and gentlemen via at home, you have been listening to Mr. Stephen SHIMAKAHA, BA, the candidate of the People Redemption Party, the party of Balarabe Musa, running for the chairmanship of AMAC in FCT. He's been talking to us about what motivated him to come out. But we are going on a short break now. Remember that this program is brought to you by New Direction for Nigeria Movement in partnership with KAFTAN Television and Inspire Nigeria Initiative. We want politics to work for Nigeria. Politics has not been working well for Nigeria. We want politics to work well for Nigeria. And that's why we feel that those who are running for election must be scrutinized. We must ask them questions. We must know their plans and their programs so that we can be able to choose the best amongst them. So the program is continuing for the next 29 days towards the election, and by the grace of God, you have opportunity to meet all the candidates and to hear their plans and their program. If you want to interact with us, will give you the telephone number that you will call immediately after the break. It will be scrolling on your screen, and I'll also announce it to you immediately after the break. Thank you very much. Please don't go away. Keep the dial locked. This is KAFTAN TV. Countdown to FCT election 2026.
The future of our communities begins with informed choices.
As the 2026 FCT Area Council elections draw closer,
the New Direction Movement, in partnership with KAFTAN TV and Inspire Nigeria Initiative, presents
30 days countdown to the FCT Area Council elections.
Join us every day at 6 p.m. on KAFTAN TV as we engage candidates for councillor and area council chairman.
Asking the questions that matter on vision, mission, leadership, programs, accountability, development, and so on.
Join us as we drill the candidates and address grassroots development in FCT. Call in live to ask questions on 08029 38365.
Follow us live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X.
30 days countdown only on KAFTAN TV.
A new direction for leadership begins with you.
When we say on KAFTAN TV, imagine a beautiful world, we're not just bragging. We know our onions in the world of broadcasting. One of our outlets to express ourselves to the world is our flagship program, Matters Arising. Join veteran broadcaster Ruben Okala and our crack team live.
And they gave us a high price, and we just say, Nigeria, we ready?
As I said earlier, the lyrics is up, talking about the old new national.
On KAFTAN TV, Startimes channel 480 and 124, as well as NIGCOMSAT frequency 12518, symbol rate 29500, Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. live. You can join the conversation by calling this phone number 0802 993-8365. It's dramatic and insightful. Don't miss it. Please join us.
The future of our communities begins with informed choices.
As the 2026 FCT Area Council elections draw.
Welcome back to Countdown to FCT Area Council Elections 2026. I still have with me in the studio the candidate of People's Redemption Party, the party of Balarabe Musa. Actually, PRP was older than SDP because that was 83. No, that was the 80 election when Obasanjo handed over. Yes. Okay, so Stephen Shimakaha B, the candidate of PRP, is here to interact with you, to share with you his plans, his programs, his motivation, what is challenging him to come forward to run for election. He is a computer scientist by training and orientation, and he has done a lot for the community in the area of cooperative and particularly in training on computer. So some of these things he has done. If you want to interact with us in the studio, please you can call us on our hotline 002 993 8365 002 993 8365. The number will be scrolling on your screen. Call us. We'll pick the call. We'll talk to Stephen Shimakaha B. Stephen.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back from the break.
Thank you, sir.
You spoke about Karimajiji.
Yes, Karimajiji.
And if a community that is just along it's still along the international airport road.
Yes, along the airport road.
If it can be that bad, how really bad is the situation of the Abuja Municipal Area Council?
The thing is that, you know, Nigerians, we've been given so many things to bother about. We that we've gone deep, we've left our comfort zone and gone deep into the grassroots. At the initial you cry, you weep, because you see how Nigerians are.
When you go to the grassroots.
When you go to the grassroots, you weep. So you weep.
I do. I've gone and I've wept.
We've wept several times, and then we are still weeping. Because when you see a child, when you see a child, a newborn baby that is supposed to be looking radiant, and the hair is brownish falling, there's no way you can explain it.
And what do you think is responsible for that?
The thing is just that the direction of the leaders is not towards the people. And in one of our caption, in one of our banners, we made it clear that democracy is for all. Democracy is to bring gain, not pain.
Not pain.
Democracy is for the people. It's not for some people. That's not the definition. Democracy, like your intro that talks about voters' card, democracy is supposed to be made by the people's vote to bring in their leaders, not by just 1, 2, 3, 4 persons deciding who and who will lead the majority. So that is where the problem starts from. The direction of the leaders is not towards the people. It's towards a different thing. And these are what we have seen over and over and over, because they travel abroad, they go to Ghana, they go to the US, and they stay in hotels where nobody uses generator to power. They go, even in Ghana, let me not even go far to the US. Some people will be thinking maybe US is too advanced. Look at Ghana here. Look at Ghana here. I've not been to Ghana, but I used to hear in the news that they celebrate 5 years and some couple of years on power supply.
I've been to Ghana, yes.
So our leaders go there, they see these things. So it's not as if they don't know. It's not as if, but we've been imagining why they're not fixing these things. And like I said, I'm no longer a kid. And if you look at our forefathers that fought the Nnamdi Azikiwe, the Obafemi and the rest, they even came out to fight for the country at a much more younger age, 27. Yeah, so me, I'm 47 years plus today. I'm even coming out late. So these are some of the things. It's really terrible. It's really terrible. When you go to the grassroots, if you don't have a strong heart, you weep. You weep because things are really tough.
One of our motivation for doing the program Countdown, Stephen, is because I know Abuja. So I understood what you said by saying when you go to the grassroots, I have wept several times. You know, it takes someone who has a heart for leadership to visit the grassroots and see what is happening and weep. And it takes a person with a heart of stone to see what is happening at grassroots and not weep. You know, from Takushara to Madala to Karimajiji, you know, to Gidamango, to Kebi, to all over the FCT. Then if you now focus on AMAC, your 12 wards. There were places I visited in these 12 wards that I couldn't believe that I am in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. A purpose-built, federal capital. So, have you done the mapping of the problems of the 12 wards under AMAC that you want to become chairman of? And if you have done the mapping, can you share with us what you discover from going around?
The mapping of the 12 wards is just like whatever is happening at the larger generally is the same thing, but it's just that at the far grassroots, as in deep down at the grassroots, is that how can I describe it? Deep down at the grassroots, you know, that is where government is highly needed. Deep down at the grassroots. It's just that I've promised myself that I won't speak negative in the public. No,
we are not focused on them. We are focused on what we do to change.
Yes, because I know. I was in a place, and somebody was telling me that, hope when you win, you will come back. I said yes. I said I will come back. He said because many has come like this, and they refuse to come back.
Even when they win, they don't go back.
And the lady was surprised when I said I apologize for that. She was thinking I would start speaking negatively.
Yes.
But I said no, I apologize for the chairman that has not come back. But there are so many factors around it, and one of the factors is that he's your chairman, but somebody is controlling him somewhere.
Yes, because it's not the people that
actually put him there. And if we go deep down also, the people also have a problem there. They also have a place where they are faulty. You understand? Like me and I'm contesting out. You imagine somebody will come and say, you are contesting for what? I will say chairman of, contesting to be the chairman of AMAC. They will say, and you cannot boast of buying me a bottle of mineral. You cannot talk here. You have to buy the bottle of mineral.
That's the attitude we are trying to change.
Yes, and that way, those people will just tell you, okay, you want me to buy you a bottle, will you vote for me? And you carelessly say, yes, I will vote for you. And legally, you have gone into an agreement. You might not really know.
You can then say, give me your PVC number.
Yes, he cannot. You go to give him mineral, let him drink. He has agreed to vote for me. And you know, when he goes back and he's not coming back, some of these things, they feel, okay, while I was on the street, they didn't give it to me free, and I've paid them off. And aside that, there are other things that when you push them too much to the wall, and they go start looking for money, they go into the hands of these people that puts them into bondage and controls them. So, like the question you asked about the issue on the grassroots. In the grassroots, I noticed that the school, I just got a bill for my children. I have my first daughter is preparing for junior YA.
Okay.
She's in a private school, and they gave me a bill of 450,000.
Really?
My wife gave it to me some few days back, and the younger ones was 160 and 150 something.
Because the public schools are not working.
Yeah. So when I added it up, I knew it became a discussion between me and my lovely wife. Night is supposed to be for me and my wife to relax and rest, not to discuss such kind of an issues. Now look at government schools, and I could remember back. There was a time I visited my younger brother in his school. Then I was with my father in the barracks in Rukuba. Okay. So I went home to see my younger brother.
That's Jos.
Yes, Jos. Yes. I went to Makodi to see my younger brother, and I was told he's in school. Then that was far back around the late 90s, around 1997, 90, about that time around. I went to my younger brother's school in Makodi, and I saw them under a tree.
I've seen schools, many schools under.
I saw them under a tree, and I had to call somebody. I say, is this where my younger brother? He said, yes, my younger brother is here. He's going to call him now. He now called my younger brother among the people that were under the tree, sitting on a stone. So my younger brother came, I looked at him, I said, is this your school? He said, yes, this is our school. I said, where are the buildings? He said, this building is... So at the end of the day, I had to leave him. I went inside and I wept. I never knew why I was weeping. It is now I knew why I was weeping. I wept then, I was still a young boy. I wept so bitterly, sadly. I had to clean my eyes. I came and I met him. So government schools are like poultry. See, they are where you keep birds. That is the schools that our children are in now.
Some of them.
That is the school where they are. The people that cannot afford to send their children with pain into private schools and leave them in public schools. See, the windows are flying open, the desks, the classes are crowded, 100 children, pupils in the class, 1, 2 teachers. How can they cope? We're talking about education. The primary health care center, where is it? The last one I saw around Cairo, it was shut down, completely dark, because I was passing there through. It was 5, 6 in the evening. It wasn't functioning. Now, what is the role of the primary health care center? When you have slight fever, you have headache, that is your closest place to see a doctor and get treated. Not the general hospital, not the university teaching hospital also. But those things are not there. Is it the economy? When you work from morning to night and you earn and you go home and you cannot even boast of buying anything with that hard-earned money that you have made. See, I've seen people that they woke up, Nigerians, in this blessed nation, sir. They woke up in the morning without no hope whether they will see me in this nation, so blessed by the soil, by whatever you call it. So these are the things that I've seen. And will I see these things and when I'm eating in my home, I eat good meal, but when I'm eating, it will reflect back to me. I'll say, is it this meal I'm eating that people are finding it difficult to eat? And I feel, no, this thing cannot continue. So there are, the reasons why is the same reason that happens at the urban centers, that when you take it down to the rural areas, you still see the same thing, but there is actually seriously worse.
It's worse.
Because there, they depend 60, 70, 80% on the input of the local government chairman.
Absolutely. You have the benefit of being able to put your child in private school. Okay, so I've contested for Senate in FCT before, and I remember that I was campaigning in Robuchi, in Kuje, and my campaign team were driving towards towards a village, and we saw 2 girls in the bush, thick bush, alone, around 3 o'clock, trekking. To the left, jungle, to the right, jungle. These 2 girls alone, wearing school uniform, coming from Robuchi, going to their village. Jesus. So we picked them, and I was asking them a question. This school that I've seen, the school that you are coming from. I can calculate that from your village to that place is nothing less than about 7 miles or 10 miles. Is this what you do every day? They say yes. When do you leave? They said they leave as early as maybe 6:30 a.m. to go to school. And that day I wept. I really wept. See, because they even have no choice of private school. It's public school. And the nearest public school is about 10 kilometers away. So when you hear of ungoverned spaces, it was during campaign in FCT that I understood that within the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, there could be ungoverned spaces.
So many,
that people are suffering.
So many.
And the next town to these girls, so there's no school at all in their village. So they are bordered by 2 villages that they can go to school. One is 7 kilometers away to 10 kilometers. The other one, they have to cross a river that has no bridge. And the water can carry them away. So they chose the option of going to the distance. And inside that bush, they could be raped. They could be kidnapped, they could be killed, and within your animals can attack. Okay, so within your AMAC, within your AMAC, like if you go to from Karishi area to Kurudu area, there are villages inside that do not feel any kind of presence of government. What will you do to bring government close to the people of FCT in the rural AMAC, that do not, like you said, the chairman just, if he manages to campaign there, he doesn't come back again. What will you do differently?
The thing is that those interiors, their situations are worse. But I have not seen any school that is up to the standard that wants our children being in.
In the rural areas?
Yes, in the whole of AMAC.
There are a few schools in AMAC that are good.
You would think they are.
The only problem is that there will be too many, maybe there will be 80 or 60 or 70 or even 100 in the classroom.
When it comes to the standard of what I looked at as school, at least I have an experience.
Okay, what will you do to improve
most of my clients are schools that I give internet to.
Okay.
And I go to those schools and I see. There was one school I went to, is in Durumi. The father came to pick the child, and this child was crying bitterly. The child never wants to leave the school.
Because the school is
beautiful.
And it's a public school?
It's a private school.
Private school, okay.
So there is the standard that should be for our children in public schools, because private schools struggle to pay teachers. Private schools struggles to get themselves running. But government, the resources are in their hand. So government schools should be the best. Not private school.
So education will be one of your programs.
Education is one of it. So like I said,
can you tell us 2 things you do with education in FCT to transform it?
To transform education.
Our time is running. We'll finish. We'll need to round up quickly.
To transform education, the first thing I will do is that the election is February. By God's willing, if God helps us, we win by the help of the vote of the people. We'll be sworn in by June. That June, the student might be planning to round up. What we're going to do is that, most of these schools, they have space. So we are going to rebuild the school. We're going to rebuild the school while we give we equip the one that is there with modern decks and everything that we could do. But those structures are not what I want to see in public schools. We're going to rebuild the schools with that space.
Upgrade them.
We'll rebuild the school, equip it with everything that it needs, fully for functional. The class will have AC. We are bringing DC AC, not using a generator. The AC is going to be powered by solar system, and these solar systems are going to be functioning using the solar. So there is no cost of running diesel. So we're going to ensure. Let me make it short. We're going to make the class conducive.
How will you get it?
Beautiful. Wow, money is not a problem. All we need is just the authority. Yes, I was in Lagos when RRS came in. I knew how the government called all industries in Lagos and said, I want to resolve the issue of security. And every of you must pay into the fund for security. And that was how, within a trickle of an eye, there was RRS everywhere. So all fund is the least thing that will be a problem for me as AMAC chairman. So whatever I want to execute, fund is the least.
Finally, let me.
So on education also, just a brief. After that, we need to also empower the teachers, expose them to training, review their welfare. They just went to strike almost two times because of poor salary and the rest. I know what they receive is very poor. So we are going to review, in short, to cut it short. The teachers in AMAC worldwide will be the most envious.
When
I become the chairman, they'll be the most envious, because we are going to take care of them so that they can take care of our children.
Thank you very much. I want to my final question for you, because of time. AMAC for now, AMAC receives almost between 1.5 maybe to 1.6 billion. It may get to 2 billion before you become the AMAC chairman, and then they also generate money. So what will you do to manage the resources efficiently and eradicate corruption?
Okay.
And this third way of revenue generation? quickly
the first thing is that we have to make the economy of AMAC conducive.
Okay.
Whereby you can easily eat.
Okay.
So we're looking at going into mechanized agriculture. In partnership with neighboring states to bring in, harvest in rice, harvest in millet, grains, and the rest to make sure that food is lower. We're looking at supporting our entrepreneurs so that they can actually create in more jobs. So the first thing is to actually make it conducive so that if parent doesn't need to pay, like PTA is just 500, 1,015. So if the schools are working and parent can comfortably put their children there, means that, like me, that I'm looking about 700K.
So you can free money to do other things.
Yeah, you can pay. So when the economy is good, the corruption level will drop automatically.
Okay.
So, but in every areas of our endeavor that we're going to be looking at intervening to actually bring the economy to that good level which we are desiring, we're going to ensure that everyone is well paid, you are well taken care of. We'll ensure that the need for you not to steal is actually taken care of.
And you will be on top of, promoting transparency.
Yes.
No corruption.
Yes, no corruption. No corruption.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shimaka Stephen B.
Thank you, sir.
For the wonderful time we have shared today.
It's a pleasure.
And thank you, viewers, for paying attention to the program, and then for share this program with your friends and families on our YouTube page, so that more and more people can get educated and understand why things are not working, and why we must stop, the rot, and why we must transform the system and make it to work for all of us. The grassroots is the most important election. Get your PVC. Please get your PVC. And if you have PVC and you have not been voting for area council election, for councillors, for chairmen, they are the ones that determine the affairs of your community. You can't continue to throw this kind of election away. Please stand up, rise up, and let's make change happen in all the 6 area councils in FCT on the 21st of February 2026. If we elect good leaders that work for us, things will begin to change gradually. A good local government chairman, good councillors, they will break down the policies of government and they will make it to, taper towards you, and we begin to enjoy things much, much better. And we will have government that is close to us and that is serving us. Please, you have to vote. And you can go to KAFTAN TV live and watch all the previous edition, interact with the councillors that were brought, the local government chairmen that were brought, listen to their program, then pick, I'm going to vote for this particular person, and then let's make great things happen that day. Thank you very much. We will be looking forward to doing this with you tomorrow with another candidate contesting for another office in the FCT. My name is OLANREWAJU OSHO, and this program is brought to you by Inspire Nigeria Initiative and KAFTAN TV and New Direction for Nigeria Movement. You can join New Direction for Nigeria Movement by going online. We are on WhatsApp, we are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all the social media platforms. Join New Direction for Nigeria Movement. And we want to especially appreciate Prince Adewale Adebayo, the presidential candidate of SDP in the last election. He made it easy for us through his support to bring this candidate. We do not collect a dime for many of the candidates that were brought, and will not collect a dime for many of them. Prince Adewale Adebayo made this possible for us through his support. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. We need to work together to make democracy work for Nigeria. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. God bless you.
The future of our communities begins with informed choices.
As the 2026 FCT Area Council elections draw closer,
the New Direction Movement, in partnership with KAFTAN TV and Inspire Nigeria Initiative, presents
30 days countdown to the FCT Area Council elections.
Join us every day at 6 p.m. on KAFTAN TV as we engage candidates for councillor and area council chairman,
asking the questions that matter on vision, mission, leadership, programs, accountability, development, and so on.
Join us as we drill the candidates and address grassroots development in FCT. Call in live to ask questions on 08029 38365.
Follow us live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X.
30 days countdown only on KAFTAN TV.
A new direction for leadership begins with you.
In the beginning, God created a beautiful world.
3, 2, 1. Action.